Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back if you've been here before. If you're new, welcome. I hope you like it and I hope you'll stay. So today we're going for this like kind of mermaid themed eye that matches my shirt, which I'm so super excited about, like irrationally excited about. And I'm gonna show you the makeup that I used while I was on a work trip last week to San Antonio. So if you want to see how I got this look, then stick around and keep on watching. Hey, so I'm so excited to show you what I used while I was on my trip. So first for primer is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I mostly was just using this to fill in the pores that are like right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So the pores here and here, like right around my nose. So I've got my mirror over here now. I got a new vanity. There was somebody that was decluttering. So yeah, now I have a new vanity and I have this wearable green screen like background thing from my awesome friend Sabrina. So I'm trying that out for the first time ever. So thank you, Sabrina. Now, while I was on vacation, I was in San Antonio, which is where I grew up in my hometown, and it's like super humid. So I was like, let's just let's go with the environment and go for like a glowy foundation look. So what I did was I mixed the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator in the shade 41 Light Medium with the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. Now this I think is discontinued. So I squeeze a little bit of the Hydromaniac on the back of my hand, and then I mix in the Naked Skin foundation. Like the Naked Skin foundation is super liquidy and lightweight, but it does give like a really nice natural finish. So I mix those together. That also helps with shade matching. I'm gonna swipe that on to this side. Wipe off whatever's still left on my finger onto the sponge that I'm using. Pick up a little bit on the sponge and then blend. And right now it's like super glowy, super hydrated looking. Oh Lord, sorry. Forgive my messy hair. Okay, pick up some more on the sponge, dab it onto the other cheek. Go down the jawline, over to the ear, do the forehead, get up into the hairline. Sorry, I'm like turning every which way. I'm trying to make sure I'm in the frame. Get the nose. I'm not too worried about the nose because I am going to use some concealer on it. And then the stuff that's left on the back of my hand, I'm picking that up with the sponge and take it down the neck. Okay, we'll do a little bit on eyelids. For my people with drier skin, like these hydrating products are awesome for dry skin. But I actually have liked them even on my oily skin for just a really healthy, hydrated, glowy, youthful look. For concealer, I was using the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Sand. And what I'm doing is taking just like a swipe of this in the more inner corner of my eye where there's a little bit more darkness because of the shade of this concealer. That's going to help cancel out the darkness. And blend that out. And go up into this part of the eyelid too. So I'm kind of blending with my sponge down this way a little bit and over this way. So kind of like a C shape around the inner part of my eye. And then for brightness, I'm using the MAKIAGE F I'm Flawless concealer, and I have it in the shade 3.5. So this is gonna help brighten up because the shade is lighter. So we're gonna go right on top of that and just do 2 swipes, boop, boop. And then I'm gonna take some onto the forehead, 3 little lines there. Go down the nose, chin, and that brightens up the center part of your face. I'm gonna go on the chin and blend out first. And then the nose, forehead. And then under eyes. And you see how fast this is blending out? Now, if you haven't watched my video where I used MAKIAGE for the first time, that's here. That was quite the experience. And then, like MAKIAGE, you know, has a program where if you don't like it, you can return it. And then I was actually able to switch mine out for a different formula because I tried the foundation and the concealer. So I got the more matte formula foundation, and that video is here. So go watch that one. That was a different experience from the first one. So I do powder this down, and I use my Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, the loose one. This one is the vanilla scented one, which I love. There's an unscented version available for anyone who is sensitive to fragranced products. And so now I'm gonna pick up some of the powder on my sponge, like that. And I'm gonna very gently dab it first where the pores are, and then over here, and then I'll work it up to my under eye. Because I don't want too much powder under my eye, because that can make it look really dry, and like the matte or the camo concealer is very matte, and so it can look super dry. So just a little bit of powder under the eyes. Ooh, hang on, I'm gonna press out that crease, blend that out with my finger, then powder. Pick up my powder on my sponge, and then gently press over the pores, over here where I've got these dark spots, right? So kind of spread it out here first, and then under eye. And then I bring it down. Press out the concealer on the eyelid. Okay, and then once I've kind of like applied the powder gently, then I'll go back with a little bit more pressure on the sponge and press it in. And so I'm checking to make sure that nothing feels like sticky, tacky. Yeah, and it feels like velvet. It's nice. Pick up powder, forehead. Now this one, I will go ahead and press right in, you know, with a little bit of pressure, because it's like right here, and this is where it gets super shiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and press a ton of powder right there. That I want to be matte. All right, remember under the eye, I said not too much because I don't want it to look dry here. Right here, yeah, we're gonna need that because it's not gonna look dry for long because I'm oily. Okay, so nose is good, forehead's good. Yes, everything feels nice and soft and velvety. And whatever is left on the sponge, if any, go ahead and press on the jawline, the neck. Yeah, because I did put foundation down there. Okay, so powder's done. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and into bronzer. So still Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. Maybe someday I will hit pan, maybe, but today is not the day. But I have been using this non-stop. I'm trying to see if I can hit pan, so I'm trying to like press, you know, in the same part. There's a dip, and the lines go in the pan are gone from where I've been picking up the product, but no pan yet. Okay, so that's going right here, pretty much on my cheekbone. Oh, that was weird. Usually I start with my forehead. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, forehead, work my way down the hairline, brush into the hairline, other side of the forehead. And I start back here near my hairline and then start to come down toward the center of the face. Okay, and then whatever's left, I'm gonna do the sides of the nose. I'm gonna pick up a little more and go down the jawline. And that was just like one press into the pan. And sweep it down the neck. So I've been using this OFRA highlighter for like over a year, every single day. And I think a month ago, a month ago. So not quite a year. Anyway, I finally hit pan on this highlighter. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that giant pan. Okay. Right there. And so now I'm like concentrating in that spot to try to make the pan bigger. Like, you know, this is a really beautiful highlighter. I love it. It's you know, I like the pink base that's in it. And it just, I mean, watch. So I'm gonna kind of, not like all the way, but a little bit. I'm gonna pull the corners of my lips in so that I can kind of accentuate the cheekbones and see where I'm putting this. And like that is the lightest touch of highlighter. I'm gonna go in more. Now, do you see that? Ugh, I love highlighter. I love highlighter so much. I love the glow that it gives you. I mean, it just looks so pretty. So same thing. Pull the corners of your lips in like you were drinking from a straw. And this one I do start here in the center of my face and then go out because that's where I want the most product. Ugh. Wherever you put your brush first will be the biggest or the most intense deposit of color. I love highlighter. Okay, whatever's left, tiny bit on the tip of the nose, the bridge. Okay, all right. I have to stop myself before I like put highlighter all over my whole face. So bronzer, highlighter, blush. I brought this mini Tarte blush, and it is in the shade, it's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. It's in the shade Kisses. So it's a really pretty color. It is, and this packaging is so good for travel. It's tiny, it's plastic, it's durable, and it's this really nice pink coral color. There is like a little bit of a gold shimmer in it, but it's not a shimmery blush. Now I blend it on top of my highlighter, which makes the effect together, you know, nice and shimmery and healthy and hydrated, you know, like you drink your water all the time and wear your SPF, which you should do. And that's it. It's just a really nice, delicate color. And these Amazonian Clay blushes, they stay on for a really long time. Like usually, you know, your blush is going to be the first thing to fade. These last really well. A little bit across the bridge of the nose, because why not? Because apparently that's the trend now. It's blush right here. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the brows. So I took my Essence Make Me Brow brow gel, eyebrow gel mascara in the shade Brownie Brows. Remember watching this video where I tried this in a different shade and I was like, ooh, no, that is not the right shade. So I'm still using this one. This is shade number 2, Brownie Brows. And I think I'm almost out of it, which means then I can move on to my next brow gel. Okay, so I'm putting this in my brows, starting in the center, working out to the tail. And I've got like big clumps on the end and I'm trying to concentrate that. Here in the middle where I know it's the most sparse and it needs the most help. I'm gonna help the spots that need it. Okay, and now I've kind of like turned the applicator so that I can get the globs off the front of it. Brush that through, working towards the front. All right, and so now I'm taking this and I'm like swirling the applicator around the sides to try and get all of it out. Because, I mean, I've really liked this, this brow gel. It's really good. It's so nice for depositing color, helping fill in sparse areas. You know, the fibers latch onto your natural brow hairs, makes them look fuller, and it helps keep them in place. So it's a really good product. So once I lay that down, then I'm gonna take my Urban Decay brow blade, and this is the one where I still have the ink stain side left. I'm gonna use this, and we're gonna fill in at the front first, and we're gonna use the lightest hand, little pressure, and just do little flicks up here at the front so that it looks nice and natural. We're going to define the bottom of the brow, the tail, I mean really the whole thing. And we're just going to go through the brow and catch any spots that maybe I missed with the brow gel. And this is the shade Dark Drapes. So it's a nice deep brown. It does have a little bit of a red undertone, especially compared to the Essence brow gel. But I think for me, this is a nice shade combination. Not too heavy looking. Okay, now brows are done. Okay, so since I was on a work trip, I mostly just used my Too Faced chocolate chip palette and used my main two brown shades, right, which have giant pans. So this one for the crease, right, and then this one, well, I guess this one, you know, as a transition shade, and this one for the crease and outer corner. And then what I did is I brought with me the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette, which has just a ton of beautiful colors, right? It's got neutrals, it's got bright colors. It is an awesome palette, and I usually will use this to travel with. Anyway, so what I did is I would do my usual crease colors, then I would go in with this gold shade, what is that, Stranded, just all over the lid. And then I did bring this little Natasha Denona mini Lila palette, and I used this shade as an inner corner highlight, Linen. So really simple, pretty, neutral, went with every outfit that I had. Okay, so for today on my shirt, I've got like this kind of gold sand color, and then this like dark teal, and then a lighter teal green, right? And so on my counter were some Colourpop products, and this is a Super Shock Cheek, right? Super Shock highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. These are my two new Colourpop Super Shock shadows, and they're perfect. They match my shirt exactly. So let's see, this is the shade, this darker one, Super Shock Shadow Ultra Glitter Sure Thing. So here's Sure Thing. Sorry, the logo's upside down. And then this is the shade Coconut. Oh gosh, that was the lighter color. This is the darker color, the shade Coconut. I'm not sure why Coconut is blue. I don't know. I didn't name it. Oh, I forgot. So I brought my Benefit 24-hour brow setter gel. I didn't use it while I was there. Like I just would do the Essence brow gel and the Urban Decay. I'm gonna use it today, but I think that's also kind of important to know, like, okay, what did I bring? What did I overpack? You know, that way we don't do that again. Okay, I'm about out of that also. Okay, so for today I'm gonna use just my regular everyday eyeshadow brush. It still has stuff on it. So what I do in that case when there's still eyeshadow on it is I'll go in the outer corner and just kind of like try to rub it off. Ooh, right, let's zoom in for eyes. Whoa, too much. Anyway, so I just kind of rub it around in the outer corner just to get the leftover colors off. That way I can start mostly fresh with my transition color. If you were in a real big hurry, honestly, you could You could just do that. And there you go, because that gives you a little bit of definition. Anyway, so I'm gonna get my transition shade, the lighter of the two browns, above my crease, blend it out. Then the darker shade. And that's for a little bit of depth in the crease. I'm gonna start in the outer corner with coconut. So I'm gonna use this like kind of bullet pencil brush from Ulta. They call it a crease brush, but I'm gonna use this for the outer corner. Ooh, yes, oh my gosh. I like, it's like spongy when you dip into the pan or the pot. So we're gonna put that out here. I'm gonna press it. Ooh! Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love that color. Love it. Love it. Ugh. Yep. Let's get some more of that. God, and that would be a gorgeous eyeliner too. You just take an angle brush. Put that all the way across your lash line. Okay, so in the pan or in the jar, I was thinking this was kind of too much of like a deep royal blue to go with the more teal shades on my shirt, but no, this is a gorgeous teal. Okay, we're gonna blend that out a little more when we add the next color. So go ahead and move on. Don't spend time getting stuck in the details. That's a reminder to myself for when I go back to edit this video. Oh, this color. Oh my gosh. Okay, do any of you guys remember the commercial for popsicles in like the 90s? Where it's this boy, this teenage boy, and he's got this little dog, little white dog, maybe like a Jack Russell Terrier or something. And the boy is like freaking out about the colors of the popsicle. And he's like, the colors, Duke, the colors. And then the dog goes, I'm colorblind, kid. Does anybody else remember that commercial? If you do, let me know in the comments below. Do you remember that from the 90s? Oh man, that is a beautiful color. Okay, and now we're gonna go to Sure Thing, the lighter color. Yeah, I love kind of the gel consistency. Oh, I love these colors. I love them. Love. And by the way, I'm using a dry brush as opposed to like a wet brush to intensify, you know, the shimmers and the colors and stuff. Yeah, Colourpop Super Shock shadows are amazing because, you know, you don't have to do anything else to them to make them, you know, look intense and shimmery and gorgeous. They just are already gorgeous. Okay, yeah, this is giving like super mermaid vibes. And I love it. So that's going in the middle of the eyelid. All right, we're still gonna come back and blend this line because no, it is not blended like it should be. But we'll go back and fix it. Oh, by the way, this is a Sigma, no, what is this? Yeah, Sigma E56. So let's go back and blend. Okay, so that's better, got less of a harsh line. Ooh, right here. I'm gonna get a little more of coconut. And then we're gonna take lunch money. Okay, I think I'm just gonna use my finger. Oh God. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy. I mean, the texture is just amazing. I love matching my eyeshadows to my shirt. Okay, now there's still kind of a harsh edge here. So we're gonna blend those very softly. That's better. Now it's still not like as blended as I would like it to be. I would normally, you know, spend more time, but today I don't have that time, and I've got to finish it. Okay, better. I'm gonna get this one a little more. Yeah, better. Okay, there's that. We're gonna curl the lashes first. And this is a Maybelline lash curler that I've had forever, because my other one is still in my suitcase. I kind of just threw it in when I was packing. And now, same eyeliner I've been using. This is ByMe, by MyBeautyBrand, which is from an Allure box. And so what I've been doing is I'm doing my line across the lash line, right, and you hold it horizontally, not this way. Don't press the point down to do that. And then go to the end. And we just do a flick. Oh God, ugh, don't stab yourself in the eye like I did. Okay, now I've connected it. Okay, and there's my wing. Same thing. That eyeliner feels like it's drying out, so we're gonna store it upside down, so hopefully, you know, the formula will go down into the tip, but we'll see. Now, I tried out this Essence Lash Princess mascara. What is this? The Sculpted Volume mascara. I'm not gonna use it today because when I was on my trip, I used it and then it deflated my lashes. I was like, ugh, I hate when mascaras do that. So I went to the store, went to Target, got the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, because that one has never, ever failed me. So I'm gonna put mascara on. Oh, also another thing about the Lash Princess mascara that I didn't like, it flaked on me so bad. It flaked, it smudged, because I used it on my upper and lower lashes. And I mean, within a few hours, I was a flaky mess. Now, Lash Paradise, it will flake a little bit, but not nearly as bad as other mascaras. And usually, you know, I can wipe it away without there being a mess left behind. Lips, I'm using this Floss Lip Advocate lip crayon pencil. This is good. This is a good, like, quick slip on product. It's sheer, and it kind of just enhances my natural lip color. For my lips, while I was on my trip, I was mostly using my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Crayon. I finished it. I finished the whole thing. The one in the shade Changes Good. Yeah, I finished a whole lip product. I'm so excited about that. So, all right, setting spray is done. I'm gonna let that dry, and that's it. So here's the final look. We've got the nice, like, beachy, watery, mermaid-themed eyes that Match my shirt. Love that. Oh my gosh. But that is the majority. That's what the makeup was that I was using on my trip. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so in this video, I'm kind of experimenting with a new setup. So, so I have been using this OFRA Highlighter, right? Oh my God, come on. What am I gonna use to put this on?